Good morning students. Welcome to online teaching session of Academic World School Bemilka. Again I am here, but we will discuss what we studied in the previous video. In previous video we discussed about what is the main unit, that is training in sports. What is training in sports? Training in sports means whatever the training we are getting to improve the performance. That is training in sports. In that one, how to improve the performance? First we discussed about what is strength, what are the types of strength. After that, and how to develop the strength. After that we discuss about endurance, types of endurance, how to develop endurance. After that we discuss about speed, what is speed, types of speed. After that we discuss about how to develop the speed. After that we came to the flexibility. What is flexibility is. After that we discussed about what are the types of flexibility and how to develop the flexibility. Because these are the scenario, if you want to increase your performance, these are the main component of sports training. Otherwise you cannot improve the performance. Clear? So today we will discuss about coordinative ability and circuit training. Clear? What is coordinative ability is? By the name itself you will understand. By the name itself you will understand coordinative means coordination. Coordinative means coordination. In any, for example, in any game, if you want to perform well, coordination is must. Otherwise, maybe the coordination of arrow hands to catch the ball, or the coordination of leg and eyes to kick the ball. In every game, coordination is required. So today we will discuss about coordinative ability. Clear? And what are the types of coordinative ability? First, I will tell you what is coordinative ability is. In the 1980s, in the year 1980s, the term coordinative ability is not there. Earlier they are saying it is known as agility. What is agility means? Agility means before 1980. Clear? Correct this one. Before 1980s, it is known as agility. What is agility is? Agility is how quickly you will change the direction. Maybe you determine direction or unexpected direction. Clear? What are the main component of sports training? Strength is the earlier. Strength, endurance, flexibility, speed and agility are the main component of sports training. Later on, the agility turned as coordinative ability. After 1980s, the agility defined as a coordinative ability, because in agility also different of body parts is required. After that, the term agility will not define what is that. That's why the term agility will turn into coordinative ability. So today we will discuss about the coordinative ability. What is coordinative ability is? These are those abilities of an individual which enable the individual to do the various related movement or activities properly as well as efficiently. Efficiently means whatever the movement you are doing with the minimum effort and maximum output in anything, either you are taking your strength, endurance, flexibility, speed. If your movement is good, it will affect the minimum effect on the tissues, organs, joints, but you will get the maximum output. Clear? So what are coordinative ability? In simple terms, you can write coordinative ability is that coordinative ability is how you can use your body or part of the body in any task or activity. In simple terms, you can write coordinating ability is how you can use your body or part of the body in any task or particular activity. If you are taking example of football, in football, if you want to kick the ball, in that one you have to know where I have to keep my rear leg, rear feet, how to connect with the ball, with the leg, how to see the ball, where I have to shoot. These are the coordination of the different part of the body. Clear? That is coordinating ability. After that, what are the types of coordinating ability? Types of coordinative ability. First one is orientation ability. What is orientation ability is? Orientation means to guide. In simple terms, before you are going or if you want to join any school institution, in that one orientation is there. In what the orientation says? Orientation says these are the parameters in which if you will do, then only you will get the admission in the institution. In that also, how to perform the task. If you want to play basketball, what are the basic things you require and what are the body parts required to perform that activity? That is orientation. Before performing the activity, you have to know the knowledge, you have to get the knowledge how to do that thing. That is orientation. Second one is reaction ability. What is reaction ability is? Reaction means react. By the name itself you will understand. Reaction ability means to react in a particular situation. For example, if you are playing cricket, if the ball is coming to you, you know how to receive the ball or how to catch the ball. That is reaction. Reaction is also divided into two parts. First one, simple and complex. Simple means determined signal or expected signal. You know what to do. For example, if the ball is coming to you, you know what you have to do. Either you have to kick the ball or you have to stop the ball. Clear? What is complex? Complex means performing the task you don't know. Unexpected signal. For example, if the ball is coming to you and you have to, in cricket, you don't know where the bowler will do the bowling, where the ball will come. That is unexpected signal. This is expected signal. You know what to do. Where the signal, either signal will come, okay, you know, in the football, in training session, you know the ball will come to you, what you have to do, in simple terms. But in complex, if you are playing the match, you don't know where the opponent will carry the ball. That is complex. That is reaction ability. Third one is rhythm ability. Rhythm means synchronized manner. Clear? Rhythm is exercises. Rhythm. Whatever the exercises or tasks you are performing, if you know how to do in a rhythmic manner, so that the minimum exertion will come to your muscle, then the maximum output will come. You will learn the things easy and very fast. Clear? In this one, rhythm, accuracy, flow, consistency, consistency will come. This is the main topic of coordinating ability. If you have good accuracy, you can use your body parts accurately. After that, flow. Flow means how to perform. In one go you can perform. For example, if you have to lift your hands up in a flow, synchronized manner. Clear? Consistency means continuously doing the thing without any tiredness or any injury. Clear? Next one is adaptation. What is adaptation? Adaptation means adapt. Whatever the training you are getting, if you adapt that thing easily, then in the match you can perform. You know what to do. Your body part will respond according to that. That is called adaptation. To adapt the training. Clear? Next one is balance ability. Balance ability means to balance your body either in static position or in dynamic position. Clear? This is most important in terms of if you are performing any gymnastic exercises or the person who is get training in the gymnastics, that is parallel bar. In that one you have to balance your body, or if you are playing any game, balance is must. If you are not able to balance your body, you will fail. Clear? These are the 5 types of coordination. First one is orientation. Orientation is a basic thing. You have to understand how to do, what to do. Second one is reaction ability. Reaction means react to the determined signal. It is also divided into 2 parts, simple and complex. What is simple? Simple means determined signal or expected signal. You know what to do at what time. Next one is complex. Complex means undetermined signal. You don't know where the signal will come. Clear? After that, rhythm ability. Rhythm ability means in a synchronized manner. This is also used in a synchronized swimming or rhythmic gymnastics, because in that one synchronized is required, because more than 2 or 3 persons are doing in a one go. In that one rhythm is required, what to do, when to do. After that, adaptation. Adaptation means to adapt whatever the signal is coming. If you adapt the things easily, you can perform the thing very easily, because you will not get tired or you cannot feel what to do and what to do. After that, last one is balance. Balance is most important part, because if you don't have the balance ability, you will fail down. Because in any game, whether you are playing football, whether you are playing cricket, whether you are playing basketball, either in static position or dynamic position, or after in a dynamic position, how quickly you will balance your body. Clear? Then we will come to the next topic, that is circuit training. What is circuit training is? In simple terms, I will give a simple example. You know the Formula 1 races. Maybe you saw the races, Formula 1 car races. In that one, they are preparing the circuits like this. These are the circuits. For example, from where you start, these are the circuits. You have to go like this, again you have to go, again you have to take down, and again you have to come back. These are the types of circuit in Formula 1 races. In the same way, circuit training means a set of exercises or training are done in a different station. That is called circuit training. In circuit training, done in a different station or phases. In simple terms, you can write circuit training is a set of exercises done in a different station or phases, different phases. Here in that also you can write it is a scientific arrangement of exercise performed systematically or repeatedly as circuit. Remember one thing, whenever you are preparing the circuit training, Whenever you are preparing the circuit training, you have to remember, after one another you will not use the same muscle of exercise. For example, in the first circuit you made the leg exercises, in the second circuit you will not use the leg exercises. In that one either you will go to the abdomen or hands. Clear? That is the main topic, or this is the main way how you will create that one. Clear? After that I will tell you after that main characteristics of circuit. Now I will tell you what are the main characteristics of circuit training. Remember one thing, main characteristics. On the basis of that you have to prepare. First one is exercise are simple to learn and to execute. First one is exercises are simple to learn, because in that one whatever the exercises are given, you have to learn the exercises, and to execute that is very easy. Clear? Second one is number of repetition. How many repetition I have to do. Third one is what is the main objective of circuit training? To develop strength and endurance, and it is used for whole body part. The main aim of circuit training or characteristics is it is used for the whole body part. You can do the exercises from top to bottom. Remember one thing, whenever you are preparing the circuit training, do the exercises or warming up, either top to bottom or bottom to top. It should not be like that. First you did for the leg, after that you will come to the stomach, after that again head, then again leg. Clear? These are the main characteristics. First one is exercises are simple to learn, because whatever the exercises are given in circuit training, it is easy to learn and easy to execute. Second one is number of repetition. How many repetition can be done. After that, to develop strength and endurance. After that, it is used for whole body. Whatever the circuit we are preparing, it should be done for the whole body, not a particular or specific. Clear? After that, how to increase the load. After that, in the circuit training, how to increase the load. How to increase the load. By the two methods we can increase the load. First one is increase the intensity. Either increase the intensity. Second one is increase the load. Increase the load. Third one, increase the volume. Before I will go with the first one, what is intensity is? Intensity means Intensity means rate of doing work. Means how much percentage you are using your body. For example, strength. How much effort you are putting in a particular exercise or training. That is intensity, rate of doing work. Second one, with the help of the load. Okay, now 20 kg, now you have to run, or 2 repetition or 3 repetition, 4 repetition, 5 repetition, or we can reduce the recovery time or period. By the reduce the recovery time or period, we can increase the load also. What is volume? Increase the volume. What is volume is? Volume is a what is volume is? Volume is amount of doing work. Volume is amount of doing work. Yeah, how much effort or how many rounds, how many repetition, how much time you have to perform these exercises. That is volume. Remember one thing, this is the main words. Intensity. Intensity means rate of doing work. Volume is amount of doing work. Clear? After that, what are the advantages of circuit training? What are the advantages of circuit training? What are the advantages? See, whatever the training you are doing, there will be some advantages. Whether it will give not more advantages, but some advantages it will give. First one is easy to learn. Easy to learn. Second one is it will increase or in a short period of time. Performance in short period of time. Clear? Increase the performance in short period of time, because whatever the circuit training is made by a particular coach, it is for the short duration. At the time before the competition will be there, we will make the circuit training because it is easy to learn and it will give maximum output. Next is it is an interesting it is an interesting method, because in circuit, if you want to increase, in earlier we discussed about strength, how to develop strength, that is separate. How to develop strength, endurance, that is separate. How to increase speed, that is separate. How to increase flexibility, that is separate. But in circuit training, it is a combination of all. In this one we will develop strength also, in this one we will develop endurance also, in this one we will develop speed also, flexibility also. Clear? This is the interesting method, and trainer or trainee will get enjoyment or learn the things very easily. Clear? Not done for longer duration. Remember one thing, whatever the circuit training we are preparing, it should not be for a longer duration. It should be a short duration of time. Now I will tell you how to prepare the circuit training. Remember how to prepare the circuit training. Clear? How to prepare the circuit training in this one? Which type of exercises can be done and how to do? First one is one is rope skipping. Rope skipping. Clear? First one is rope skipping. Second one is carrying your partner on back. Second one is carrying your partner on back. Third one is lunging. Lunging means sideward lunging. In that one you have to spread your legs and you have to bend your body towards your right side or left side. That is called lunging. Clear? After that is bench press. After that bench press. After that half squats. Half squat means balance your body apart your legs according to your shoulder width and you have to bend your upper body from your knees. That is half squat. After that chin ups. Next is standing jump. Standing jump. Clear? After that medicine ball. After that medicine ball throw. After that sit ups. Clear? These are number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By this you can prepare the exercises. Clear? By this you can prepare the exercises. Maybe for 15, 20, 25, 30. Remember one thing. It should not be for a longer duration. Clear? On the basis of this, I have given the assignment on the ERP. Complete the work as soon as possible and submit it. Thank you.